evaluation section. First thing first, I would like to thank Stanley and Circle for setting up all equipment. Because just for the record, not every club has the camera setting. So now you know how special our club is. Alright, for the first, like Stanley come to here and give us the briefly introduction. Although the way you did it's a little bit weird. But frankly, I was a little bit shocked, honestly, in the beginning. But I think it's always nice to try new things, right? So I appreciate your efforts. Then Circle Shao came here to do the opening, and the only thing I remember. Shame on me. The only thing I remember about his talk is he said the age of 30 is the good way to review your life. And I think I will keep that in mind when I reach 30.
Which is still long.
Not too long. Just remind you, not too long. Time goes fast. And later we have the variety section. And I can tell why you describe yourself as a weird, sweet, bitter girl. But I have to say, like, I like the way you design your game. Because when you describe the game, you explain it, and everyone kind of move their body and they walk around. And let's give them the chance to boost up a little bit before they listen to the following section. And I think it's a good design of the game. And after variety section is what? Prepare speech, right? Prepare speech. Ethan talked about like his second speech, right? As far as I remember, and he mentioned about like the outgoing person, and the other one is not that outgoing. Well, I happen to be the outgoing person, but things you mentioned in your speech, I remember very like vividly. You mentioned like there is an outgoing person, they try to avoid, like they pretend they didn't see anyone when they bump into their friends, and I'm one of them. Although I'm an outgoing person, I just tired of socializing. I just want to walk away and continue my life. And the second speaker is Lucia. Well, I have to say it's very touching. And I can't stop getting all the goosebumps over my body while listening to your speech. Because 14 years of joint Toastmaster, it's a long time. And I hope I can do something. I hope. And our next one is Alice, right? Elise, I'm sorry. From Changhua Yes, and I really like your topic and the content of your speech. You say fake it till you make it. And I have one more thing to add on your speech. Fake it till you become it. And I think nice work. And after that is evaluation section, right? Individual evaluation. Table topic. Table topic. Who hosts the table?
Nancy!
I have to say, it's really hard. This question is really hard. And when I see the agenda of today's meeting, I was like, live review? Really? Like, all of us. I don't think everyone is over 40 or 50. We don't really have much to review.
Really?
Yes, but I appreciate your hard work, although you did pick up those like difficult questions. Yeah, nice one. Well, speak to your term. I think I forgot Charlotte, right? You know, every time when it's my turn to evaluate Charlotte's performance, I feel very difficult. I find it challenging to evaluate everything you do. Because well, for those people who don't know, she's the reason why I joined Toastmaster. So it's really not that much for me to pick about. Don't make the face. I can see you, Circle.
Everybody knew that! You brought this up almost every single meeting!
Okay, someone from Changhua Bank.
Changhua Bank guys don't need to know this!
Maybe they either join us, right? Or Charlotte.
Thank you.
And after what?
Evaluation.
Our evaluation. Our first evaluator is Foster. Well, as we all know, he's very experienced. It's really not much for me to say. But I will mention one thing. I really like the way you have the eye contact with the speaker. Because when you do your evaluation section and you look at the one you're evaluating, and they will feel like, okay, I can listen to you. And you're not only focused on your speaker, you also look around. So we all get involved. And I really like how you do it. And there's just one small thing you can improve, you can work on it. I realized that you have a lot of hand gesture. And there is one hand gesture you always do for every performance. You will keep covering your mouth. I'm not sure if anyone noticed that. Yeah, maybe you can go home and check the short video, and you can make some improvement on it. And our next team. Team is my favorite evaluator because he always brings so much joy. When he stands on the stage, he represents Toastmaster, especially Nehu Toastmaster. He represents humorous. Yeah, and I really like the way you do it. And you also, every time you do an evaluation, you always give the feedbacks in terms of good thing or the thing the speaker can make improvement on. And I think it's really good because for a lot of evaluators, for example, like me, when I do evaluation section, I always mention the good part only because I don't want to hurt other people's feeling. But I think everyone come here to learn, right? And they want to have some feedbacks they can go home with. So I think it's really a good way you do it. And our last one is Circle Show. Every time I speak to your name, I forgot what you just said. So, oh, I remember. I just remember now. You mentioned about the interview you didn't even get, and I think it's a good way you mentioned about it because your speaker also was talking about interview, and you brought it up. You give them the feeling okay, I am with you on the same page. So I think it's really good. This is the only part I remember, so I will just skip. And after that, it's
Language
evaluator. Again, but I already said everything I want to say for the beginning. Alright. For Stanley, I came here earlier. Just for people you don't know. I came here earlier, so when I was here, I saw Stanley here. And he asked me, this is the first time I do language evaluator. I'm so nervous, I don't know what to do. I said, well, you just pick up those words you want to mention and pick up some good words and put it together. It will be a good one. And that's what I did. And I think it's good, right?
Yes.
It's very clear. Extra credit. He always prepared a lot. Because as I mentioned, I came here earlier, and I already see him sitting outside, and he was reading something. I didn't pay too much attention. I just okay, I got it wrong. And our next one is
next
No,
one.
next.
the next one.
Yourself. Yeah, the control.
I'm gonna be no, not yet. At the end of this evaluation section, I want to share something with you guys. The reason why I chose this question: do you often compare yourself with others? What do you compare with? It's because when I was a kid, all my relatives love to compare me with their children in terms of everything. And growing up, I became a person who cared a lot about how other people think of me. And as I got older, I realized one thing. The only person you can compare yourself with is what you were yesterday. And that's for all of you. Hope you enjoyed tonight's meeting. Let's get control back to
PME.
especially the last part sharing. Alright, since my question is about these 3 keywords, and for tonight's meeting, we already know the 3 keywords, right? So, so scary. I'm really so scared by their power. Now, my control back to President Superstar.